fucking nerds. Who wants a shot at the champ?
The money line, we are live. It is UFC Fight Night Columbus, Blades versus Daukaus. I'm here with my guy, Mike Finch. What's up, my brother?
So good, man. Out here chilling, Huntington Beach. It's been 80 degrees every day. I'm loving it. Bro, we've had so much Bellator news. My mind has been blown in the last 24 hours. And then going over all these fights, all the prelims were like impossible to pick. So super excited for this card, my man. Have you had as much trouble as me picking some of these prelims?
Some of the certain matchups throughout the card I've been sitting on and kind of been like you said, Humpty Dumpty on the wall, bro. I'm just not trying to fall to the side that he gets cracked. You know, I got some faith, bro, in the picks. I think we're gonna come through nicely. I'm excited to hear your takes. Shout out to everybody watching. Make sure you guys smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn those post notifications on as well. We got 13 fights to go through, bro. So this should be a pretty fun time. But before we get into it, give me the little Bellator update, man. I'm not opposed to a little news segment to start us off, bro. What's up with Bellator?
I mean,
give me some tips.
So, okay, my man is defending his country. So Yaroslav Amazov is not going to be fighting MVP. Now Storley is going to come take his place. Those of you who saw Storley fight Gracie recently, he got the dub. Good decision win, was able to showcase his striking. Now he's up against a hell of a striker. So that's an incredible fight. They added the entire card for Hawaii. So there'll be 2 cards actually going down, one for the troops, and then the big card with Cyborg and the bantamweights on it. Just tons of fights dropping. If you guys want Bellator's on their Instagram, all their stuff is right there, and I'm going to be dropping videos all weekend. So I'll drop the first one tomorrow, and then they'll just keep dropping every day. I'm going to break down some of these fights. Just too many fun fist fights not to talk about coming up. Stay tuned. The Mike Finch Show, and of course we got to stick with Moneyline for these UFC picks.
Let's go, bro. Hey, well, we'll jump right into things.
Let's go.
First fight of the night. Down at the bottom here, it is Luis Saldaña versus Bruno Souza. Souza's a Machida protege, which, like, bro, I carry that in somewhat of high regard. I guess I still have that Machida heart, bro. At one point, I feel like Machida, like, you remember when Rogan said we have entered the Machida era? You remember that? That line just aged so bad, bro.
It was a cold line when he dropped it, though.
So cold.
It was a cold line when he dropped it, but you're right. Yeah. Along came, many guys, but specifically John Jones.
Yeah, but hey, still a great moment. Machida definitely at one point was the best. This is a protege he's got in Bruno Souza versus a gritty dude in Saldaña. It's not an easy matchup. I want you to break this one down for me, Mike. I think people have been on both sides here. As far as betting side, it's competitive. The lines are near pick'ems here. What do you like in this matchup?
I like Saldaña. I must say he's gassed. If you guys rewatch that Austin Lingo fight, he had his hands on his hips in that 3rd round. I don't like seeing that shit when I'm going to bet on somebody, which makes me tentative on betting on this one. But I like Luis Saldaña. Luis has great control of range, keeps a nice bounce, which should be able to match up pretty well against Bruno Silva, who has some of those qualities as well. And Bruno Silva's had problems with his takedown defense before. Maybe that's an avenue that Saldaña can go down. But luckily, he probably won't need it in this fight. They're probably going to be on the feet. I just think Bruno Silva looked a little too hittable in a couple of his fights, especially against Melsick. So, just rewatching a little tape, I do like Saldaña in this one. I must say, though, seeing some of the potential ways that Saldaña might gas and some of his holes in his game, I'm not betting on this one, AJ. How about you?
I feel like Saldaña is like a little bit more, I guess, athletically gifted. I'll call it. So it seems a little quicker, maybe even hits a little harder. But I think as far as technical skills, when it comes down to it, I believe Souza is the better, like, pure martial artist here.
Sure.
I think he's a little bit more well-rounded. I think the cardio going late, that's something that's concerning me. Saldaña gassing, I could see him taking the first, then dropping the second and the third. So I'm going to go against you, bro. I'm going Bruno Souza in this matchup. I like Souza, man. I like it, man. I like Souza.
First one's a disagreement. Let's go.
Yes. We started off with a disagreement. That's good. That's a great sign, bro. That's a great sign. I'm glad. Now, let me
Yeah.
look, though, at the official line here because I want to see some of the movement here. I don't know, bro, if you saw this. This is off subject. No, Hamzat Chimaev, Darren Till sat down on Triple C and Schmo's show. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's a plug for them. I'm fucking shouting. They should be paying me for it, but it's a fucking good episode, man. Dude, this line has shifted.
Triple C's
So,
my guy.
Triple
Gotta
C's
love
a
it.
fucking legend. I had Bruno Souza. I liked him as an underdog a lot. He was plus money pretty much all week. Right now, Souza's a favorite, minus 106. Saldaña plus 108. So that's really interesting to see that line move there. I like Bruno Souza, man. I know you like Luis Saldaña. Kind of a fight. You probably don't want to go crazy on the money line bets, but Mike, do you think fight goes distance here, or maybe or at least fight over 2.5? You kind of feeling that?
No, I'm thinking fight goes distance, man. You know, just looking at some of their performances here, we got 3 decisions in a row. The last 3 performances for Bruno, and then you know, for Saldaña, decision loss against Lingo, 1 decision against Jordan Griffin. I'm just seeing them matching up, going all 3 rounds.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you, bro. I think they go all 3. So that interests me. Minus 195 is the fight goes distance prop. I don't hate it, but if you're on the Souza side, if you're with me here and you want to get a little risky, you're looking for more of like a wide Hail Mary prop. I guess, honestly, bro, I was looking at inside distance. If you went inside distance, it's plus 440. Damn, my excitement has just dropped substantially. Souza decision plus 175, bro. Oh, man, that's not even great,
We
bro.
need to keep the excitement up, bro. We got to keep this show lit. It's Moneyline, AJ. Let's go.
Money line, bro. The money line honestly has pretty good value if you're looking to play either side, which is not something you want to hear. Neither me or Mike, I guess, are supreme confident here because we're picking different guys and we're not packing the gun saying, yes, this is our guy. There's no way. Close fight. I'm going to go Souza. Mike's going to go Saldaña. I think it's going to be a fun fight, though. I think it's going to be a fun fight. And I'm telling you, Souza comes in better shape than he did in the last one. Less of the muffin top.
Agreed. Another example of good matchmaking, man. These guys over at the UFC, 9 times out of 10, I like the matchups. I do.
Dude, I feel like UFC brings you those like highest level matchups possible. Other organizations, like, you know, sometimes they'll push different matches. UFC is consistent, but when you jump to boxing, bro, that to me is honestly almost infuriating at this point, seeing some of the matchmaking there. Like,
I thought you were gonna go the other way. I'm like, no way. He's about to say
no,
okay.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, let's keep running though. Our next fight, it is Matheus Nicolau versus David Dvořák. So I look at this one and it's for Nicolau, can he get it to the floor? He definitely, I believe, as far as offensively, is the better grappler. The question mark is, can he take Dvořák down? A guy proven to be difficult to take down, to keep down, has a decent submission game. I feel like the stand-up, the level definitely favors Dvořák. If the defense is there, I really could see him beating Nicolau on the feet. He's definitely the, I guess, better kickboxer, I would say. I feel like has a little bit more punching power. Nicolau's stand-up game hasn't like jumped out the page and really impressed me a ton. What I like from him is him being able to get guys to the ground. I mean, his wins have kind of held up pretty well. I mean, he beat Tim Elliott. He beat Manal Kopp. Those are like pretty solid flyweight wins. Dvořák, opposite side him. Let me pull up the last 2 for Dvořák. It was Jordan Espinosa, not huge. 1 Camilo Rondaros, who took it on short notice debuting. So, like, if you're looking at competition level, Nicolau is proven against really good guys. But I think Dvořák is actually a really good prospect. I'm going to go the Dvořák side. Mike, what do you think here?
Interesting that you're thinking Dvořák does it on the feet. I think he throws a little wide. It seems like he there's an opportunity to counter him. And if you look, Nicolau's got a damn good hook, man. He could throw that thing on time. I know he's got a couple finishes with it. So you know, I kind of liking this matchup for the grappler, man, because I trust Nicolau on the ground, of course. And then, you know, he keeps pretty conservative on the feet, AJ. You know, it's not like he takes big risks. If Nicolau was out there banging with him, that would be different. But that's not his style. Hands up, chin tucked, balls of his feet, moving around. I'm thinking Nicolau gets him, wins all 3 rounds. We disagree again.
This is a great card, bro. That's what I like to hear, man. I like the disagreement.
I just feel like he's a low risk guy. No,
he
Nicolau,
is though. I will agree.
I feel like yes, and even in the UFC, what we've seen from Dvořák has been
a little more conservative attack. Like when you look at him outside of the UFC, I think he lets the hands fly a little bit more. I like the way he chops slow, but definitely with a grappler, that kick could get caught if he's, throwing it a little bit, I don't know, a little too slow, I guess. I don't know the exact terminology we can use here. If he's leaving openings for takedowns, Nicolau will capitalize. I have a feeling Dvořák looks good out there, but I definitely can understand your side. It's one, bro. I was sitting on the fence on this one. This is one of the fencers, man. Hopefully I don't Humpty Dumpty it. It is what it is on this one, bro.
Like I said, dude, all of these prelims, I like betting on maybe 3 fights on this entire card where I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling this one. This, again, a tough one to bet on. I just think that in 3 rounds, it's going to be hard for Dvořák to truly hurt and stun and get the type of damage he needs done to be able to get this on the scorecards, man. I think Nicolau is a better MMA fighter.
Yeah, I like that, bro. I like that. I'm going to go Dvořák, Mike on Nicolau. I like that respectable disagreement. As far as the betting side, though, this one, -125, Dvořák, Nicolau, +120. So, Mike, you got the underdog here, which is
2 dogs, bro.
2 dogs, bro.
The
but
dogs
what's
are
so weird is
barking.
Souza was my dog, bro. So that's interesting, man. The line shifted there, which is an odd sign. This one is kind of stayed with the
now, bro.
You do.
I
you
get
do.
the dog now.
You do now. You do, bro. Fight goes distance, -175. That interests me. If you're feeling like you want to maybe play win via decision on either side, you taking huge risk, but I'll list the odds. Dvořák +165, Nicolau +250. I don't like it personally. Fight goes distance, maybe. Best play. I think this one's going long. Mike is on the dog, though.
Yeah.
In Matthias Nicolau. I am on the exciting prospect, but both guys really exciting prospects. I don't want to just give my guy all the fucking hype, and then he goes to shit and takes the L. I got Dvořák here. I got Dvořák.
We agree that it's going to a decision. So there's 2 agreements there. First 2 fights of the night. I think we're going for 6 rounds there.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. Well, let's keep running up this card. I do want to answer this question. What do you think of Souza by sub? I think low likelihood Souza gets a sub, but if it's tired, club and sub could come into play, right? Like maybe a tired Saldaña, gets caught and then lock up that neck, something like that. What do you think, Mike?
I think he's going to have some problems with the wrestling, which will be like if he could just dominate position, then we could get there. I don't think he's going to be dominating the wrestling in the fight. So
No,
I feel like he's not going to have enough time in the dominant positions that he's going to want to be in to get that submission. He's capable of it, but no, man. Well, like we said, I think we're going to get 6 rounds of action these first 2 fights.
Yeah, I agree. I think fight goes distance is going to be your money bet to play. Now, this next one, Manon Fiorot versus Jennifer Maia, bro. I love the matchmaking.
Okay.
Fiorot looks like the prospect to keep an eye on, right? Getting a chance now, I guess, at a fairly top-rated girl. I mean, Jennifer Maia, like, at least on the mind lately, that's the toughest fight that Shevchenko had, right? She had that round where she was controlling. So to me, if Maia is able to somehow get top position on Fiorot, there's definitely a chance, she could do some work from there. But will she get there? I like Fiorot's range control. I like her in the clinch. I like the side kicks. I don't really love Maia's wrestling. That's something with Maia I don't get excited about. She doesn't have a great offensive wrestling game. She uses her striking, will look to clinch up and takedowns, but I don't see it being a big factor here, man. I think you're going to see the striker of Fiorot pick her apart over the 3 rounds. I'm thinking unanimous decision for Manon Fiorot. What do you think, Mike?
Man, Manon Fiorot is, and I think that's how I heard the commentator say
might
it.
be
So
a
I'm going with
Fiorot.
Fiorot. I'm going with Fiorot because you guys have yelled at us before about mispronouncing people's names. I'm trying to do my fucking best, okay?
Yes.
Fiorot. I'm going with Fiorot. What's up, Houdini Beats? One of our top fans. What up, bro? What up?
Hell yeah.
I think that Manon Fiorot is going to maul Jennifer Maia. I don't think Jennifer Maia is going to be able to strike with her. I think the speed difference, the movement difference, the output difference is going to be extreme in this one. Jennifer Maia, in my humble opinion, is going to need a takedown, and her takedowns aren't the best thing I've ever seen. She's good on the ground, man. If she gets on the ground, just that last name, Maia, like watch out. People are already sweating with that last name, Maia, and even though there's no relation. So I think if she's going to win this fight, she needs to get in the clinch, make it ugly, drag it to the ground, make it look like a Randy Couture type performance. And that's not necessarily her skill set. She's going to spend, I think, too much time striking. I think Fiorot's going to pick her apart, might even get a late stoppage for Fiorot. I'll tell you what, man, she can put a flurry together. This girl, when she gets you hurt, she knows how to get you out of there. Fiorot all day on this one, guys.
Yeah, I like Fiorot all day. Also, I like my man telling guys, smash
playing
that
no
like button.
games.
No games out here. No games. Smash the likes if you guys are watching. Show some love, man. Definitely smash those damn likes here. Yeah, bro. I think Fiorot is going to put on a performance, bro.
Stack those likes up.
Yeah, stack them up.
I think it's a showcase fight for her, bro. What do you think? I think it's a showcase performance for her.
Dude, I don't know, man. Like Jennifer Maia was like all hype on her when she gave Valentina a tough fight, and Chukagan dominated her for 3 rounds and took her down. I'm not a big Jennifer Maia believer at this point. I think Manon Fiorot looks like she's gonna be fighting for a title sometime soon. Now,
Agreed.
Valentina is scary, bro. I don't know. Even if Fiorot wins this fight, it's like, come on. She'll get to the title shot, but I don't know about Fiorot holding the belt. She's an awesome prospect. I think she's one of, if not the top 3 best flyweights in the world, maybe even top 2. But I just don't see her overtaking the number 1 girl. It's going to be difficult for me to see her beating Valentina at this point.
Agreed. It's going to be difficult for me to see any woman Valentina's size and weight beating her. However, one of the best challenges that Valentina is going to be up against, I believe, and luckily for Fiorot, she's not fighting Valentina. She's got Jennifer Maia in front of her. She's going to be on another gear, dude. I'm confident in her.
Yeah. I mean, I think that she's going to try to make a statement, maybe try to make a showcase. Like, I guess that would be that would be what I'll consider. This is like, she's going to give it a shot. I wanted to say what was on my mind, bro. I had something, bro. I don't want to lose it. Let me come back. Talia Santos, Valentina Shevchenko. That fight is coming up. Talia Santos is, to me, another top girl. Like, these are some prospects. At least we got some challenges. We got some new blood. We needed it. Flyweight got stale. Then all of a sudden, out of the woodwork comes Talia. Fiorot right behind her. I think we're going to see some fucking great fights. And I think Jennifer Maia is not getting no W. She's getting destroyed.
Anytime people are saying, oh, this division's dead, this division's this and that, I mean, it always comes back around, man. You give it time and the contenders rise up from the grassroots. Yes, I think that the division is way more exciting right now than it was this time last year. After, Shevchenko was knocking out Jessica I, and like a couple of these last fights have just been mismatches. So those are fun fights to watch. Super excited to see Valentina get challenged.
Yeah, facts, bro. What is up, man? What is up? What is up to everybody jumping in, watching, man? We appreciate you guys. I'm glad that me and you at least agree on this one. I don't know why I was looking at you. Man, is he about to jump on Maia? Is he about to jump on Maia?
I should have just kept the streak going.
Oh my God. Yeah, that one right there wasn't the go-to, man. I am feeling the Fiorot side, as are you. I do want to bring up the odds. They're not necessarily super playable. I guess you can really say Fiorot -400, Jennifer Maia +395. I like Fiorot, but dude, -400, you're going to have to play her like with a parlay or maybe even a prop. I'll give you the prop side, what we're looking at right now. I can get this thing to click here. Fiorot wins by a decision, -105. Mike, you liking decision?
Dude, she could put a girl away, man. Let me dig into this. So Maia's background, is she how durable you think she's gonna be? Because I think she's getting punched up in this fight, dude.
Dude, the thing is, I don't know if she's been stopped, at least not recently. Also, shout out to my man Billy Barnes throwing some money at us here. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, man. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you.
Shout out. Much love, guys. We appreciate it. Look, you
Much
guys
love.
keep sending me money. I'll keep sending you shit. All right. You give me $100. I'm going to go to Amazon. I'm going to send you something back. All right. I got you.
Hell yeah. Wheezy wins the collab with my boy AJ. Hey, man, hopefully he hops on the late night live on Tuesday, bro. I'm bringing guests on every single Tuesday to chat it up with me, man. So definitely Wheezy should come through 100%.
As far as Jennifer Maia's losses go, decision, that answered your question right there, brother. She is as durable as we thought she was.
Yeah.
And so let's go ahead and go all three.
All three. I like all three. Fiorot wins by decision. I'm interested in playing that prop because it's close money and I need something that I'm going to hit hard with and take a big risk, and that's the one. And I like Fiorot money line as a parlay piece, though. I like just putting that money line on your parlay. Don't play it money line. Guys, the show is money line, so I had to add money line in the saying there, but it's a parlay. It's a parlay.
The show ain't parlay, AJ. Bro, every time I parlay, I'll do a 10-fight parlay. I'll get 9 right. You know what I'm saying? Those parlays.
You gotta drop it down to 3, my friend. What are you doing these 10-fight parlays?
True.
You wild man.
Because $10 gives me 1,000. It's exciting.
That's
bro. Come on.
see, that's bro. We talk about this all the time when I do the this week's best of. I say, you look, bro. I know you guys get excited. You see plus 1,000, plus 1,500, plus 800, but like likelihood here. I rather personally, bro. People cash with big ones. I've cashed with like 6, bro, mixing with Bellator and UFC, and that's fucking fantastic. 2-3 fighter, that's your money zone. I think that's your true money zone.
Shout out Alex Ramos watching from Sacramento.
Oh shit!
Hey, I'm on your side of the water here, bro. We're on this Pacific side, my man. I'm down here in Huntington Beach, my friend. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Jackass Masvidal goes to jail. What do you think? Hey, I guess, Mike, they want your take. I gave it last night. I gave it last night. So you give yours here, bro. Give yours here.
Oh my gosh. I don't hope anybody goes to jail or anything like that. You know, I'm not out here slinging out punishments and mad about things. But I think it was a very unprofessional thing to do for a millionaire. You know, these guys are fighting at the very highest levels. And at the end of the day, you know, there are true, there's a true respect you have after you fight somebody for 5 rounds. And, you know, I've heard fighters say this before, like, I know my opponent better after going through a war like that than I've known any family member in my whole life. And it's true. In a way, it's a very honest thing. And it's a very, how did they not get it all out on the table, you know? And I thought Ben Askren's response was awesome to Jorge Masvidal. Ben Askren was like, talk about your family. Jorge, you talked about my family the whole lead up to the fight. What are you talking about, Jorge? You rip on people's family. You don't give a shit about talking about people's families unless it's yours, huh? So apparently Colby really did get under his skin, man, which is all Colby was trying to do. Guys, it's a character. Colby's messing around, you know? Yes, of course he crossed some boundaries, and maybe you say F you in the restaurant, but what, you couldn't get it done in a 5-round fist fight, so you got to do it at the steakhouse? Like, come on, dude. How are we children? What are we doing here?
Yeah, man? That's dumb.
Last thing about it, Habib made a tweet. Hopefully it wasn't Habib. Hopefully it was Ali Abdelaziz. And then it's like, all right, Ali says it, whatever. If Habib actually is backing Jorge here, I just think that it is extremely immoral, extremely, it seems like the type of guy who everybody calls the most humble fighter in MMA, but jumps the fence and starts punching the cornerman of the other team. You know, it's like people have this brainwashed idea of what humble means. Humble is not beating people up at steakhouses. Humble is not running up on people like this. To be a humble person, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. It's like, how big is your ego if you got to punch somebody at the steakhouse? That's my take.
Yeah, I like that, bro. I like that. Masvidal did say something back to Ben. I said, I didn't talk about your family. I just said I want to like end his reproduction. I don't know, man.
Yeah, he's talked about his wife.
Yeah,
and the kids.
he definitely
come on,
did.
Jorge.
Yeah.
Come on, Jorge.
What
What is he tweeting from jail? Where is he at?
He is, bro. He is. You're spot on, Mike. You're spot on, bro. Houdini said it, bro.
I'm bringing the heat. I don't mean to have beef with none of these guys. Respect to Habib. Who did I just shit on? Ali Abdelaziz, Jorge. Like, guys, I'm just giving you my take. That's just what I think.
Watch your back at the next steakhouse.
I know, bro. They're going to beat me up at the steakhouse. Am I next?
He's next. He's next, bro. They give that, you're giving that Colby Covington vibe to us, man.
I need 2 girls then in bikinis.
That's it.
We need to do the full Colby thing. All right.
Listen, bro, I can set it up for you. Listen, I can set it up. We can make it happen, my friend. We'll make it happen. Let's keep running up the card, though, man. Enough Masvidal talk here. It is the next fight. Aleksei Khizriev versus Denis Tiuliulin. Now, Mike, the names here are just tricky to say on this one, but that's besides the point. What are you thinking of this fight? People have said, they think Tiuliulin might surprise us. A lot of people are also like, no, Khizriev is the next big thing. He's like the next coming of Habib. What do you think here? It's at 185 as well, and Khizriev is not a huge 185er. He's only 5'9".
Yeah, look, I think Khizriev is very, very dangerous with his grappling. He's going to be a whole other level with his grappling, man. And if he gets to the top position, we'll see if he can apply that Eagle MMA style. But that being said, his I'm gonna mess up his name too. Somebody's gonna get mad at me. Tiuliulin, can I go with that? Is better at striking. And so that's a big deal, man. If you've got one person who is significantly better in one area and another person who's significantly better, there's no sure thing. If he catches him with some good punches, is able to use his feet, move around the cage. They're in Columbus, Ohio. I think they're in the big cage.
Yeah,
so
I believe they are.
That's pro to the striker. So look, I got to go with the favorite. I got to go with Khabib 2.0 here, but I must say it's a high risk type of fight. And, looking at the odds too, not something I love. So I'll go with the favorite, but be careful on this one, man. I do think he's got a long way to go with his striking still. He's going to need to get to the top position in this fight. It's a high risk situation for him.
You broke that one down super well. I'm glad that you agree with me here. I think that Khizriev's going to put on a good performance and get a dominant win. Now, Tiuliulin, definitely a little bit, maybe the striking edge. Tiuliulin recent fight that he lost was against Ikram Aleksei, who's 9-1, and that's the man. You remember the guy that Khamzat knocked out with the uppercut? That was that beast wrestler. He did go 3 rounds with him, and I guess people are kind of holding that in high regard. He looks really good. He hasn't been tested at the UFC stage yet. I think Khizriev gets a worthy win. I mean, submission, maybe even TKO on the ground. It's something on the floor, man. That's what I think.
Dude, a 200-pound grappler like that on top of you, smashing, controlling. He could definitely earn a finish in this one. With that being said, I could also see this being more of an MMA fight than your normal Khabib fight. I could see them striking for more than Khizriev wants to. So that's why, in my pick, I picked decision, but absolutely possible, man. They trap that far wrist, put that hook in. You want to control diagonal control on somebody's body so they can't turn left because you got their wrist, and they can't turn right because you got the hook in. That's where these Dagestanis love to get. That's where the whole Eagle MMA team, they love to get into these positions. TKOs or submissions are just very, very likely from those spots. So who knows?
Yeah, I'm like an inside distance for Khizriev, but I definitely understand the decision pick. I've heard some other people thinking it might go long as well. So I do want to look at this matchup here. Ali Saab is a -450 favorite. Tiuliulin +425, bro. That's so wide. As far as like
comments, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I'll throw the lines at it. Then we'll jump to the comments. Over 1.5 is +165, Mike. If you really believe it's gonna go the distance, it's +400 for that.
Ooh, that's kind of sexy. Damn,
that's pretty
wide.
Right.
Now I got to dig in. I start looking at past performances and seeing how often Khizriev's going to decision here. Let's pull it up because I do think once he gets to the top position, it could start getting ugly quick. Yeah, I got the rear naked choke in the Contender Series. That's right. And we're getting some finishes on Khizriev. Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, I think we're getting a finish, bro. I'm going inside distance. That's what I like the most as far as the value, though. Khizriev inside distance, the best you're going to find it is -275. So it's super wide. Khizriev to win by submission, -120. TKO is +300. I feel like more likely he subs Tiuliulin than TKO on the ground, but it definitely could happen. It's an ugly one to bet, man. I think Khizriev could be like a decent parlay piece, or maybe if you want to take a risk and go over 1.5 at +165. I mean, Mike likes decision here, guys. So it's definitely possible we could go a bit long and see him plus money of the first round and a half. Might get people excited here. So
I want to drop this little thing.
Touch.
2020 lost via Kimura. Okay, did Tiuliulin. So Denis has lost via submission before. That's not that long ago. Of course, he did it to a pretty good 12-1 prospect here. Another Russian.
Ikram is pretty good.
Might be a vulnerability. Be careful.
Yeah. And I'm not ready to say that Khizriev is not a level above Ikram. Ikram has looked good on the regional scene, but he hasn't fought, in the Contender Series of UFC. His biggest fight was Khamzat. He got slept bad. He's got good takedowns. Of course, he's gonna, probably control and beat a guy like Tiuliulin, but I think finishing ability favors Khizriev. I'm going Khizriev submission, baby. Let's go.
I was talking to my guy Kevin, who's badass with the bets. He was all about Khizriev. So
okay,
there it is.
Good shit. Let's keep running up this card. Actually, I want to bring up one comment that really cracked me up. You want to
drop them? I started laughing. There's a couple good ones in here.
This is my favorite one. The way you talk, you sounded like a Karen, bro. That was to you, Mike.
Bro. He's talking to you, bro.
No, that was to you. It was to you about the Masvidal thing, bro. It's fucking great. And this one's a golden comment right here, man. Holy shit. That's
Long
great shit.
eyelashes. All right.
Yeah, that's
I
it,
gaze
man.
deeply into the lens. All right.
Mike
Keys
does a
all
good
day.
job with that, man. Let's go. Let's go. You think Khizriev down mass shaving this week? He should drown this dude. Locked in max bet minus 325. Yeah, the line's wide right now, but yeah, dude, I think you're in the clear with that one, bro. I think you're in the clear. I'm very excited, man. Very
Yeah.
excited.
One of
And shout out to my
the
man
bigger
getting tickets
mismatches of
here.
the card, especially once this thing hits the floor, man. Khizriev's going to take the driver's seat and just
Yeah.
run the semi right over him.
Yeah, run the semi right over Mike Goldberg in the house right here.
Just needs to get on top, though. Be careful on the feet. That's a big cage. You start moving left and right, you could start tagging these guys. Be careful.
Be careful. Be careful. Smash you, be careful. Smash you, be careful. Let's keep running, bro. Let's keep running. This one is Chris Gutierrez and Danaa Batgerel. I don't know what I was flowing with the Chris. I call him Cruz Gutierrez. Gutierrez is a good kickboxer, man. He fights well from distance. What I feel like he struggles with, sometimes I think he performs to the level of his opponent. That Philippe Colares fight, it was close. It was close. He won a split. Moments I didn't like from him there. Colares backing him up. Danaa Batgerel is a pressure puncher. He hits really hard. He's on a 3-fight win streak by knockout. And bro, when I look at that loss to Alatong Ali, I kind of felt like it could have went either way. Like I thought it could have went Batgerel's side. I feel like Batgerel is a hard matchup for him, bro. Like I think Gutierrez will do well against guys that don't have power because he doesn't really have a ton of punching power. He has a really good volume kickboxing game, but I think if Batgerel touches that chin, he can do some damage. Gutierrez has never been knocked out. Batgerel can go the distance, so I feel like Batgerel could win a decision. But I'll be honest, man, I'm thinking Danaa Batgerel is the first man to sleep Chris Gutierrez this weekend. That's what I'm calling.
Totally possible. That's a damn good left hook. The left hook that he lays people out with, oh shit, he throws his ass behind that left hook. This dude turns it over. Your chin's going one way and your brain's going another. You know what I'm saying? This guy could knock you out. So it is a big risk. But like you said, Gutierrez has volume. So if he can keep a very high volume, keep his movement going, not get hit with any big shots, I could see a pathway to a decision victory for Gutierrez. You were talking about being on the fence, brother. This is what I'm on the fence about. I don't even know I wrote down my pick in my notes here. So I'm going to go ahead and go against you with Gutierrez just because of this. Gutierrez has a hell of a streak in the UFC. The experience has to count for something. Let's call it out. How many fights here? Let's see. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fight win streak. That's no joke. That's
the draw too, though, to Durden, though. The draw with Durden. Fair enough. And that Durden draw is not aged well. I'll tell you that.
Facts, especially after seeing what happened to Durden last week.
Yeah.
Damn, Durden got run over last week.
Mokayev's just a monster, bro.
Now, if you didn't know, now you know, right?
Yeah,
so that was very impressive. Agreed. Still. Going Gutierrez decision.
Okay. I like that you're going against me here, Mike. I like your side.
Let's see. We've ever been this far opposite,
I know,
bro.
I'm
excited to see how this shit turns out.
Same, bro. Same. Definitely on fights though, that like there's such a clear two side. Like I'm very excited to see what happens on fight night. But yeah, I'm going Batgerel still. As far as the lines, I'll give you the money line for both here. Batgerel, if I can find them here, sitting at minus 145 best value. Gutierrez plus 140. That's the bet is not bad. Like Mike's liking the other side, so it might be throwing you guys now for a loop if you're feeling Batgerel heavy here. Batgerel by KO though. I want to talk to prop.
Sure.
Him to win by knockout.
He's the one bringing the hammers into this fight.
It's not great though. It's plus 175, and Gutierrez has never been slept before, man. I definitely think we could go a bit long here. It might be over 1.5. That's minus 225. Gutierrez by a decision plus 240. Batgerel decision plus 375. I like Batgerel to win, man. Money line is okay. It's not like my favorite bet at all of the week, but the line's good. It's a good line, bro.
I'm hearing you, man. Again, my money's staying in my pocket on this one.
Yeah, same, bro. Relax, chill. I might be sticking on the sidelines, but I don't know. Something's like whispering in my ear to play Batgerel by a decision now. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, bro. We'll see what happens as we get closer, man. We'll see.
Let us know.
Dude,
let us know on the live.
Yeah, dude, that live, bro. The thing I love about it too is like you guys get to see me throw some live bets out there and shit. So you know that's I guess a quote unquote plug for myself. Saturday, Fight Companion. Come check it out. Hold on real quick, bro. I got a
Come
new
check it
shoe
out.
in the equation.
Oh, he's
right
going
here.
classy this
Classy.
time.
I'm going classy, bro. I
Oh
gotta
my
go
God, it's a
classy.
formal shoe. I've yet to
Yeah,
see this
formal.
shit.
This is the newest one. Smells good. You know, it smells ready. It smells like last week's liquor, bro.
Smell it
smells
from
like
here, bro. Put that
you
shit
can,
away,
bro.
bro.
I'm ready to rock with this thing, guys. What did I say, bro? I think I said we need 130 likes for this shoey this week. So get me that 130. But we've been doing 2 shoeys like every show at least. So I know we're gonna hit a second one right there. Look at this bad boy. You'll be seeing me drink out of it soon.
He
man.
bringing the dress shoe out. It has to
Yes,
be
sir.
at least 130, guys. Come on. He's got the
Yeah.
dress shoe game for you guys. It's literally the first time I've seen that, bro. I think if you gave Tai Tuivasa a nice dress shoe, some alligator or whatever, I think he'd love that shit.
He would. That's gonna be my gift to him, bro. I'll bring him a dress shoe we can drink out of, man. And no, I'm not going to 273, bro, because I got a live stream, bro. I can't skip a live, man. The people are waiting for me, bro. The people are waiting for me, man. They can't. I can't be disappearing, bro. I can't enjoy the fights live, unfortunately. Yeah, much love to Mike Finch out here. We appreciate all you guys, bro. We got the what are those? Oh shit.
What are those?
Bro, that reminds this guy. That reminds me of like 6th grade, bro. You come in with a pair of shoes like from Walmart, bro. You're gonna get shafted, bro. I never would. I couldn't wear shoes that weren't like decent
was that
quality.
guy?
Dude, I'm telling you this, bro. When I was in maybe 3rd grade, I remember this kid said something to me. He was like, "Yo, what type of shoes are those?" I got them at Walmart, like $25. I thought they looked cool. Shafted them right away. From that point on, I started buying fucking Jordans and shit, man.
Every kid when I was growing up wore skateboard shoes. They had the flat bottoms with the fat ass tongues, no shoelaces, or they might as well not be there because you're wearing them like slippers and shit. I was the only kid who said, forget those. I'm wearing gym shoes. I don't care what you guys say. And I do to this day, ladies and gentlemen, no skate shoes. I ain't with it. Matter of fact, you likely to catch me in dress shoes. I'm trying to go classy, AJ.
Respectful.
I got the fucking...
Yeah, you do look classy, bro. I like the running shoes. I like Air Force Ones, but I lost a pair of them when I was in Colorado, bro, which that sucked. I don't know how that happened, bro. It's like somebody sabotaged me. And then another pair, it was a late night, bro, and I fucking puked on them. And then I never cleaned them, bro. It was done.
Little plug they don't deserve. You guys know what wish.com is? You guys can go on Wish, the app, and you can get shoes for $5. Don't be spending your money on Jordans, guys. Go get some $5 shoes like your boy Mike. You ever see me out and about, you look at them. They don't look like $5 shoes, but they are.
Mike likes those knockoffs, man. I like it, bro.
Value, dude.
That is value. That is value, bro. That's value. Let's keep running up, man. We'll be talking shoes the whole time. But I like Batgerel. Mike is on Gutierrez.
Shoes out, all right?
I did. You're right. I started the shoe combo, man. Dude, let's see if we keep splitting, though, man. We're splitting every couple, man. This next one, Sara McMann, Karol, Rosa. Mike, give us your rundown of Karol Rosa as a prospect. Are you high on her? Are you feeling like she's got the goods to, be a problem moving forward?
She does have the goods to be a problem. She is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I must say, not the best black belt I've ever seen. She has been submitted. She's not that world-class level, but much better jiu-jitsu than Sara McMann brings. And then look at it on the feet. I think Rosa all day on the feet. If you compare the striking between McMann and Rosa, so what does that leave us? There's that category in the middle there, the wrestling, right? I think Rosa is the better striker. I think Rosa is better on the mat, but how about the takedown game? Well, of course, Sara McMann's an Olympic wrestler, right? You would expect her to control that area. I must say I was early on a big Sara McMann fan, and it's been a little disappointing being a Sara McMann fan because her grappling game never got to that high level I think it maybe could have gotten to. And so here she is with another opportunity. Can she score some takedowns, use the clinch, and stay away from submissions? I don't know. I'm thinking Rosa here. I'm thinking that because she's a better striker and better with her submission game, she'll find something, whether it's a submission on the mat or just outpointing her on the feet. I like Rosa in this one, man.
Yeah, I'm going to join you on that exact same side, bro. I agree with everything you said. You said it well, too. McMann, bro, she's a wrestler that, hasn't ever changed anything from that. It's takedowns, and the neck is still there. She's getting guillotined how many times? Come on. You're getting guillotined once, twice, and then the third time is like, holy shit, how many times am I leave my neck out? Never really adapted the style. Still seems to be very happy with using pure wrestling as her grappling base. You got to evolve it with jiu-jitsu. I think Rosa by submission is not a bad pick, man. I think she could definitely lock a guillotine up, even though she's not known for it. Not the best black belt, as you said. It could happen if she's diving with the neck up.
Rosa likes to go to decision. So
She does.
although the matchup would make you think submission based on her past performances, I think we're going all three again.
Decision. I did pick her by decision officially, but I don't think it's far-fetched to jump the submission line as far as betting. Let's look at it though. Rosa -209. Shout out to the Diaz bros. Sara McMann +186. Let's see here though. Let's see that submission prop, bro. You know I gotta check it out, man. Sub
Go
for
ahead.
Rosa +450.
Oh, that's why
McMann gets subbed a lot. Like it doesn't seem terrible, bro. It doesn't seem
When's
terrible.
the last submission Rosa slapped on? Let's go look at this.
It's not all the time. She's a decision girl. She's a decision.
No, I literally when I was writing my notes, I wrote decision machine.
Decision machine. Yeah.
Oh, I can see it.
Both like it long, man. If they're on the winning sides, I'm gonna go Rosa by decision, though. Official pick. And then I don't think she's a terrible play betting side, but you know what? Sara McMann could make it ugly. She could. And if Sara McMann somehow wins this fight, I don't know if I'd be shocked.
No, she has a pathway to win. She's an Olympic wrestler. I'm not shocked that
silver
Sara
medal.
McMann wins any fight. I'm more shocked when she's getting slapped with like regular ass guillotines and taps. I'm like, what the?
You're more shocked at like the letdown, bro. Being a fan of her has let you down a bit, Mike. You're disappointed.
Decision with Betch Kohea, decision with Jocelyn Edwards, decision with Vanessa Mello, split decision with, you just keep going down the list.
It's decision, bro.
Machine, Rosa, decision.
Yeah, it's decision, bro. And you know what? Fight goes distance here is -160. I don't think that's a terrible play if you're unsure about playing one side or the other, man. I don't know. I don't hate that. It's not a terrible play.
I like some plays that are coming up better than that, but that's not a terrible play.
Yeah, it's not a terrible play, man. Hey, let's keep running up, though, this fantastic card, man. And I feel like McMann, I want to say one last thing on her, though. Like the hype when she came in, I remember Olympic silver medal. She's fighting around. I'm like, this is the girl that's going to beat her. Unfortunately, man, just hasn't lived up to it, man. What do you think, though? You think that she's like never like dived into the pure jiu-jitsu enough? Like never just said, I'm sitting down and just changing my style?
I'm not sure. I would have to really dig into her training and figure out who she's been training with and whatnot. But man, you would think as an Olympic wrestler that the obvious thing coming into mixed martial arts is to just adapt your game so you don't get caught in guillotines, that you're ending up in half guard or side control on the opposite side when you're taking somebody down. There are certain things that you can adapt a wrestler to mixed martial arts. It's actually a really common transition, as you guys know. Most MMA fighters who start out, especially in the United States, they have a wrestling background and then they learn mixed martial arts. This has been the history of the sport since the 90s, right? So that's a very, very common thing for gyms to get. You go over here to King's MMA, HB Ultimate Training Center down the street. That's what they're going to teach you. They're going to start saying, okay, when you shoot, now you're going to take the person's body on the opposite side so your neck is not on the same side of the choke. Some things I don't think I've seen Sara McMann's game evolve to yet. Is it the athlete? Is it the coaching? I can't answer that question.
Yeah, unfortunate, man. Now, Mike, shout yourself out here to my guy. He said Mike Finch needs his own show. Show him the sign right there in the back. He does have the Mike Finch show. Guys.
We're dropping all the Bellator breakdowns day by day here, guys. Tune in, check it out. Got to see my man Czech Congo again today. He's putting in work. He's fighting Ryan Bader, main event in Paris, getting his title shot finally, and he's trying to wear some Bellator hardware, my friend. So, yes, definitely going to be talking to all these guys. Definitely going to get you guys a lot of Bellator breakdowns specifically. As far as UFC breakdowns go, just come check me out here every week on Moneyline, guys. Thank you for the shout, AJ. I appreciate it.
Of course, my brother. Always, dude. Let's keep running up this card, though. Let's get to the featured prelim of the night. Neil Magny, Max Griffin. So I look at this fight. Max Griffin's also 2 years older than Neil, and he's never been near the top of the division, whereas Neil is like a pretty good martial artist, bro. Like he does well. The guys that he's going to be stifled by are usually the better wrestlers of the divisions, or even like a Dos Anjos, a guy just with good grappling in general. Max Griffin's a striker. Max Griffin's a fairly powerful striker too, but Magny doesn't really have much durability issues, I feel, in the UFC. I think his range is an advantage here. Volume is better. I'll be the guy to say I think Magny also has a better gas tank by a fair amount. I feel like Griffin later can definitely get a little bit fatigued. Magny can take advantage. I feel like you look at the Jeff Neal fight. I hold Neal in pretty high regard as a fighter, and stylistically, I'm not saying he's similar to Max Griffin, but powerful striker, moves well, up and coming. I feel like this is Neil Magny's fight all day long, man. I think confidently I'm picking Neil Magny here. What do you think, Mike?
100% agreed, man. I've got the pleasure to do commentary for HFC Hoosier Fight Club right next to Neil Magny. So I've been on a couple cards with him talking.
Sick.
And when I talked to him about his training, man, and I also talked to a couple of his training partners, everybody says this guy works harder than everybody else, man. So, I really Kurt Kaufman, by the way, shout out to Kurt Kaufman, one of Neil Magny's former training partners, one of my coaches. Man, Neil Magny is in that gym 7 days a week, brother. And it shows when he fights. He never gets tired. He's always trying to get to a better position, always trying to get to a point where the other person's going to gas out. And when these guys start slowing down, that's when Neil takes fights over. I think that's going to be exactly the story of this fight. Neil needs to slow that first round down. Griffin can crack, man. We've seen Griffin get some knockouts before. Griffin's got a right hand. Neil needs to take his time with this one, win rounds 2 and 3 dominantly, and he'll take this one.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm going unanimous decision as far as odds on this bad boy, which is like, I think this is definitely like one of the, I guess, maybe more clear fights. It seems like we're both in strong agreement. Minus 210 Magny, Griffin plus 198. And then as far as like propping it up, you could potentially go Magny by decision minus 105. It's a pretty likely method of victory. Max Griffin, I don't see him as an easy guy to finish either, bro. Now, I wanted to pull up Max Griffin's past 5. I don't think he's been finished off the top of my head, but could be wrong on that one. Decision losses more so common for him.
100%. And Neil Magny, he likes to go to the scorecards too, so that makes sense.
Yeah, the only stoppage loss was Colby, ground and pound, which that one right there aged really well. I think decision for Magny is fair here. I think high likelihood of that, bro. The Magny side.
Agreed, man. I'm thinking Magny decision. We agree on one.
Yeah, I'm glad that we got some agreement finally flowing, bro. For a bit, I was like, shit, is Mike going to be on the opposite side of the fence each and every time, bro?
That would be the most fun.
Gonna make us all overthink this, bro. Like, wait, what's going on, man? Mike's not agreeing. Oh shit. I like it though, bro. Magny for the win. Fairly confident pick, man. I really think that he finishes off this undercard pretty well, man. It's not a bad card when you really start digging at it. I remember when I first started checking it out earlier in the week, I was like, oh damn, maybe this isn't a great card. And then you do some research and it's like, you know what? This is gonna be good action. At least a few damn good ones.
Agreed, man. Agreed. Absolutely. And whoever put Chris Daukaus in a lot of parlays, do I have any chance? We're going to get to that one, but yeah, be careful. Be careful on that one.
That's funny, bro. All right, guys, we are going to jump towards the main card. The Moneyline main card. I am AJ. I'm here with my guy, Mike Finch. We're breaking down this full UFC Fight Night Columbus card. If you guys haven't, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Keep it locked in here at MMA Experts. Be sure to check out my guy Mike's channel as well. Got it linked up in the description for you guys after this one. First one, we'll jump to it on this main card. Exciting, I would say. It's Marc Diakiese versus Slava Borshchev. I feel like Slava Claus is looking damn good out there. Diakiese's not an easy fight, though, Mike. And if you look back, Slava did have a loss over an LFA to a guy that wasn't the level of Diakiese overall, mixed in a little bit of takedowns, ends up getting a close decision over him. Granted, a couple years ago, Slava has definitely evolved his game. Team alpha male dude. There's a lot of beast wrestlers there, especially around his weight class. Diakiese, to me, is like the prospect that never was, in a sense. Like, you remember when he came to the UFC? It's like, yo, who's Marc Diakiese? Like, this might be a contender. Never lived up to that, but he's not a bad fighter. How do you feel this fight goes down? Are you on the hype train of Slava? Or are you like, I'm going with the experienced vet in Diakiese here?
I like Slava Claus. I think I'm a fan, brother. I hope, Uriah Faber gets his grappling up to a high level so he can compete at a higher level. Of course, might not need it in this fight. 2 strikers going toe-to-toe. It's just that their styles are so different, AJ. So I feel like a way this fight could play out is Diakiese moving around that cage, making that range battle really tough for Slava Claus. And if he's able to use that big cage, keep that like taekwondo distance, it's so far, right? He might be able to use his legs well enough to win a decision. So it is possible. But the way I see the fight playing out is Slava Claus can't get to him, having a lot of trouble with the kicks. Eventually, when Slava Claus does close the distance, He lets his hands go in combination. He scores a KO. I got Slava Claus by KTFO with a ridiculous combination because he knows he's going to have to jump into that fire a little bit and press into that pocket. I think this is going to be a fun fight.
Yeah, this is like the one on the card I'm maybe most looking forward to. The people's main event, in a sense, man. I think it's going to be a damn good fight. If you look at Diakiese, he does mix in the wrestling a bit, but you know what? Slava's shown that he's not an easy guy to control. You might get him down for a moment, but he's going to find a way back up, and I just think he's going to be better. Marc Diakiese, like I said, I feel like he was the prospect that never really blossomed. You know, he's that potential flower. It never got enough water, unfortunately, for whatever reason that is, man. I like Slava's potential. I like his knockout power in the hands. I like the way the punching combinations, like you said, bro, he digs to the body extremely well. And guys that attack the body, I hold in high regard. Ilir Toporia's win over Jai Herbert. I think people don't even look at that body shot he landed right before he touched Jai's chin. He shut him down with that body shot, and then he touches that chin. Game over. Unconscious. Nasty.
His hands are nasty, AJ.
Nasty. And I think Slava's hands are pretty nasty too, bro. I like Slava.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. My fault. Here I am looking at my notes. Slava Claus's hands are nasty. When he's going to let his hands go in this fight, do you think in a boxing match this is even close?
I think Slava knocks him out.
That's what I'm saying. So the way I look at it, AJ, is punching versus kicking. Agree or disagree?
Yeah. I agree. I think Diakiese's only chance is outstriking him with the kicks and mixing in wrestling. He can't finish him. And you know what? Diakiese hasn't been knocked out, but when you look at that Alves fight, last one, the jab wobbled Diakiese badly. Slava hits 10 times harder than that damn jab if he lands one on you.
Yeah, Slav likes those hooks. He likes to turn his body over, pop, pop, throw two nice hooks. I think it's just going to be a range battle, man. I think as soon as Slava Claus is able to get in the pocket, get right up in on him, that's when he's going to do his best work. I think while they're on the outside, Slava Claus is a very good striker. He'll be able to slow it down, not get tagged too much, right? Which is going to be really necessary against a very accurate, very rangy striker. Slava Claus KO, dude. I think it's going to be a fun one. I could even see Slava Claus losing the first round and having to get aggressive, you know? Love this matchup, man.
Love it. As far as betting, do I love it? Let's find out here with some of the updated odds, man. We'll see here. If there's some money line attack to potentially be had, -152, -155 for Vilaslav Borshchev, a.k.a. Slavas Claus. And then Marc Diakiese opposite him, +150 as a dog, man. I like Slava. I think he wins by KO. I'll list the knockout prop is upwards +120. Weirdly enough, bro, it can be found at +950. I'm going to give you guys the websites. Pinnacle and Sportsbet both have Slava by knockout at +950. I believe that's a mismarking. You might want to check that out if you're using any of those bookies, because other places have it +120, -125. +950 would be a mistake. Hopefully they'd honor it if you are able to find it at that, because I think more than likely Slava's knocking him out. And then if it goes long, decision, fight goes distance, +160. Diakiese by decision, I will give you, is +385. Slava's sleeping him here, guys. He's knocking him out I'm thinking second round, personally, I'm going to pick here.
Interesting. First or second? Damn, I'm gonna say second or third. Yeah, I think the first round is gonna be real competitive, and I think Slava Claus is gonna have to get through that phase of figuring out the range and timing, man. I think the number one problem for Slava Claus in this fight is distance.
Yeah, and he's got to find a way in, and I feel like I do believe footwork wise a little bit faster is Diakiese. But can he keep the man off of him for 3 rounds? I don't see him going 3 rounds without getting hit with some massive shots. And I think Slava folds him, bro. I think he folds him.
Agreed, man. And of course, you know, we haven't seen a lot of evidence of him getting folded yet, but we've seen Slava Claus's hands, man. Just a big fan, dude. I don't see striking at that level in mixed martial arts too often. Pretty damn cool to watch Slava Claus get him going downhill, because when he starts letting his hands go, man, it is crispy. AJ, crispy?
Yeah, it's pretty smooth, bro. It's pretty smooth.
It's smooth. Okay.
Pretty powerful and smooth. For now, I'm gonna say powerful and smooth, but he's on his way, bro. We'll see.
Your Mad says no chance +950. Let me throw 100 on that, brother. If it's +950 on a KO, I might have to open some apps, dude. I might have to jump on that.
Yeah, you should check that out, bro. That's odd, bro. Pinnacle and Sportsbet both have it at +950 at fight odds. Could be a mismark by fight odds. Could be a mismark by the book. Check that one out. Plus 120 is more realistic, bro. I definitely am
Yes.
feeling Slava, bro. I'm feeling Slava all day. Let's go with Slava, man. I'm glad we're going to see him perform, hopefully do well. I definitely think he's a great money line play and parlay piece potentially too, man.
100%. Guys, the problem Slava Claus is going to have is with A1 grapplers, somebody who can take him down. It's a very, very obvious pathway to go against Slava Claus, who's so talented in striking. And, you listen to his coaches and all that. All of them talk about the difference in his skill sets. Striking, A+, very talented. Grappling, still learning.
Still learning, still developing. Yeah, let's keep running up though, Mike. I like that we're both on Slava, man. It's giving me some good main card confidence. Ilir Latifi versus Aleksei Oleinik. Oleinik's an older gentleman in the fight game. And I looked at this match and I said, bro, this is like a really weird fight.
Yeah.
Right? Like, would you agree this is a really weird fight?
Strange matchup, but the correct fight. I like the matchup.
I do. Crazy enough, I have to agree with you. Oleinik dropped his last 3. Latifi off of a spotty split decision over Tanner Bozier. Latifi's a good grappler, man. And I think he does hit hard. He's not necessarily a fantastic striker, but if he hits you, he does damage. He has some punching power, bro. He definitely hits hard. On the floor, can Oleinik submit him? I'm looking at this fight. And I'm finding it in my mind to keep playing it out. I think a little bit better offensive wrestling with Latifi, better top pressure. Oleinik, more submission threat. Latifi, not a guy that's been submitted. I think he's going to be confident going into grappling positions at points, but I think he will be respecting Oleinik. So I really think we could get a really weird striking match in this one. Do I think that Latifi is going to knock the block off of Oleinik? That's hard to say, man. I don't really want to pick Latifi by knockout. I'm personally picking Latifi by decision. What do you think, Mike?
Man, Latifi is so powerful. I don't know whether it goes all 3 or not. He has, beyond his punching, he kicks. When he kicks, it's like getting hit with a truck, man. Your leg is going to get destroyed. The issue is the volume isn't the highest. And, of course, he's been on a little negative streak there before he got that split decision in his last fight. I believe he dropped 3 in a row, either 2 or 3 in a row. So, this is the correct fight for both of these guys in the right timing. I like Latifi. I like his camp that he comes from. I do think that they are going to be able to put together a game plan to get this thing done. With that being said, Oleinik, you cannot let him get on top of you. If Oleinik gets to the top position, he might be able to slap a choke on, get this thing over with, and even on his back, he can finish you. That Ezekiel choke that Oleinik does, he is just a true specialist. And you don't see a specialist quite like that very often, where he could do an Ezekiel choke from bottom being mounted. That is insane. So tough to bet against a guy like Oleinik. And, I do think I'm going to stay away from this one. Early lean is Latifi. Here's one more problem Latifi has. He's a light heavyweight who went up to heavyweight. He's going to need that speed because he's at a big height disadvantage, size disadvantage as well. Power is one of the things he uses to win. That was happening a little easier at 205. Up here at heavyweight, going to be tougher to bully these heavyweights, man. I'm not going to take money out of my wallet on this one.
Yeah, I'm going with you, bro. We're going Latifi, but it's chill, watch. I don't know, enjoy maybe. This could be a weird one, bro. Now, odds -167, -170 for Latifi. Best value, Oleinik is +165. I feel like over 1.5 is your steal here. It's -155 for over 1.5. That's the only bet I like on this one. I think it's going over around 1.5.
Yeah, I think definitely going over around 1.5, man. 2 pretty durable guys.
Yeah, facts. I like that over 1.5 bet. If you guys are looking for something here, you need to bet this fight. That's the way to go, man. And I'm going Ilir Latifi, as is my man Mike Finch. And let's keep running, bro.
Let's get it.
Askarov,
love this fight. Let's go.
This is an exciting matchup, bro.
Yes.
This is the #1 contender fight in flyweight. I mean, granted, the champion and #1 contender, Brandon Moreno, booked for their quadrilogy, which is going to be pretty damn cool. This fight here, I think it's going to be about who can implement the game here. Can Kai stay away from Askarov, press him against the cage, press him against not get pressed against the cage, strike from distance, land some power strikes. Kai hits fucking hard, and he's proving that. He's definitely getting better and better. His takedown defense is there. Askarov is not like a beast of a wrestler. He's not going to pick you up, run across the cage, but he can definitely wrestle very well technically, and he's persistent with his takedowns. I don't think he's just going to shoot one. Also, let's be honest, Askarov is not a bad striker. He doesn't look bad on the feet. He's confident striking. He moves in. He uses the hands to close the distance. I think he's going to find a way inside, and I think he'll trap Kai at some point against the cage. Big octagon here. Should be interesting, right? I believe it's the 30-foot. If I'm wrong on that one, my apology, but me and Mike are both pretty sure it is in Columbus.
Yeah.
I think Askarov, though, by a decision, it's hard for me to pick against that, bro. What do you think?
Brother, I think for Kai Kara-France to win this fight, he has to knock him out.
Yeah.
I think Kai Kara-France is going to be a little quicker and maybe significantly better at striking, but the difference on the ground is too extreme, man. We've seen Kai Kara-France have big problems on the ground, most recently against Bontorin. When Bontorin was taking him down, he had his back. He was in trouble. It looked like Kai Kara-France might get finished at some moments in that fight. Of course, he comes through with the W there, ends up knocking Cody Garbrandt out, which was a phenomenal performance for him. I just don't like this matchup for him, man. I think Askarov is going to get to the top position, and I love what you said there, AJ. It's not just that he has good wrestling, it's that he keeps shooting. He's going to keep putting that pace on you. He's going to keep changing levels and make you think about that takedown. It's going to make it harder for Kai Kara-France to put striking together when he's always worried about being taken down. I think this is the coming out party for Askarov. I think Askarov gets him down on the ground, strangles him. If not, Askarov does like to go to decision. Totally makes sense that this goes all three as well. So, you know me, I like to just do money lines, guys. I think this is a great matchup for Askarov. I think he's something like a 90% chance of winning this fight. The only way I see Kai Kara-France getting it done is by finishing him, stopping him.
And you don't want to be relying on a knockout at 125. Let's be 100% honest, bro. This is not the weight class to need the knockout. I don't see him matching up well over every aspect. Yes, if you put them in a kickboxing ring, I'm going Kai Kara-France, but it's MMA. The wrestling's going to be persistent. Value of the betting, minus 320. Askarov, best value, plus 285 for Kai Kara-France. I think Askarov is like more of a parlay edition type piece. As far as betting it, fight goes distance is minus 175. If you're like, no, I want Askarov by decision, minus 115. Mike, you kind of said submission a little bit here, so I'll give you a line. Plus 365, Askarov by submission.
Look, man, if I'm standing across from the cage from Kai Kara-France, we're not banging, bro. I'm looking for that neck. You know what I'm saying? And I think Askarov has to be thinking the same thing. I think Askarov is in a position here where if he can get a finish, it'll propel him right to the top of the division where he wants to be. He's looking like a true prospect, and I just think the grappling mismatch is too much, so it could definitely end by submission. I'm kind of 50-50 between decision and submission because, as you guys know, Askarov generally sees the judges' scorecards.
Yeah, I'm thinking decision's a realistic one on this matchup. I like it, though. Askarov for the win. Decision. I'm glad we're in some agreement here, Mike. I'm glad we got some. That's giving me good confidence. I like it.
We've been together, bro. We've been together on this.
Let's see if it keeps up, though, bro. We'll see on this one, man. This next one is our featured bout of the night. And also, guys, make sure to smash that like button if you have not yet. Shout out to everybody watching live. Shout out to the replay gang as well. We appreciate you. Much love to everybody, and subscribe too. Keep it locked in. Matt Brown, Bryan Barberena. This might be the last go for the legendary Matt Brown, and it's in Ohio, bro, where his fights aren't known to go the distance. I believe he's never gone distance in Ohio. Definitely, I feel like they're trying to give Brown a winnable fight to send him off if he is choosing to retire after this one. But, bro, Barberena is not an easy guy to deal with, man. He's a southpaw, a little bit awkward, a little bit quick. I mean, wouldn't say impresses me, but has beaten guys like back in the day. Remember when he beat Sage Northcutt? That was a pretty solid win, that arm triangle. I mean, granted, has that win, age like fine wine? No, but I mean, Barberena can win fights is really what I'm trying to say. Darian Weeks in the last one. But Matt Brown is battle tested against the best. He always was, I would say, right a step behind top contendership, but he was right there. He fought Robbie Lawler, in that 5-round fight. That was a number one contender matchup. I like Matt Brown a lot still, even in the accelerated age, bro. He's looking good out there. Accelerated age. Well, is that the proper term, bro? Accelerated age? I
like advanced age. I like it. Accelerated. That's the first time I've heard that one. I like that.
What's my new line, bro? I'm quote accelerated age, bro. He knocked out Diego Lima in the last one, but let's be honest, Lima can't take a punch at that point. He's got a weaker chin. And then Brian Barberena lost to Witt and then a win over Darian Weeks. I will say he came on strong with Witt, also beat Anthony Ivy. And then you look at the losses of Matt Brown, it's against Miguel Baeza, who's a stud, and he rocked him bad. And he also lost to Carlos Condit, legend of the game, and kind of a bad striking matchup. I'm going to pick Matt Brown, Mike. Who you picking? Let's see here.
Brother, this was the only fight we mildly discussed before we went live. This is a tough one for me to pick because I don't know what Matt Brown is going to show up. He's been out of competition for a little bit, and I know Brian Barberena is going to show up. He's in his prime. I mean, I do think that if they're both in their prime, Matt Brown all day. Matt Immortal Brown coming with some elbows and a dog fight. It'll be a fun fight regardless. But an older Matt Brown against a Brian Barberena who's ready for war, man. Brian Barberena kind of thrives in these back and forth wars. That's generally what he sees out there. He's got to be mentally prepared for that. Interesting matchup. Definitely an interesting one. I respect all you guys going Matt Brown. I would never bet on this fight, but just for fun, Barberena. I think Barberena is closer to his prime. I think he's going to do well in this type of a fight. He can't get out grappled, and he's got to watch out for the elbows. If Matt Brown starts whipping those elbows at you, he'll slice you up quick. As long as Brian Barberena does his thing, uses his hands, make this an ugly fight, I think it'll be a fight of the night type fight, and he'll send Matt Brown off with a damn war. I have no idea who's going to win this one, so just for fun, we'll go Barberena.
Barberena, man, jumping on him. Shit, Mike. You went against me here, but it's all right. We had to disagree on at least one on the main card, bro. And I feel like this is the one to disagree on. And I understand picking the opposite side. And I mean, the lines of this one all week have been super damn close. Right now, they're sitting at -110, -110 on Bet Online. It's even. It's a pick'em's fight. I guess Barberena, you can find him at -100 over at Cloudbet. And then you also can find Matt Brown -107 at Sportsbet. Like, everywhere else, it's pretty much even Stevens. This is an even fight. This is pick'ems. The bookies don't know who the hell's going to win this fight, man. I'm going Matt Brown. Mike's going to go Barberena. This is one, maybe if you want to heart bet on this one, I want to bet on Brown. I want to throw something down on the OG. I guess that could be something you want to do, but that's not really the best way to make money, or I guess not lose money. I want to look at the props real quick, though. I want to see if there's any line that maybe we can touch. Okay, over 1.5, -145. Yes or no, Mike? Does it go around 1.5?
I think this thing goes all three, or it finishes at the end.
Yeah.
Barberena and Matt Brown, two tough guys to finish.
So true, bro. I think that over 1.5 -145, that's your bet right there. That's a great bet. I love that bet, actually, bro. I love it. I think that's a steal. I think it's a mismark by the books, man.
There you go. You heard it right there. I told you guys, money not coming out of the wallet on this one. And, to address some of these, remember the name Bilal Muhammad. My guy, Bilal Muhammad, just said that Barberena isn't the same. How do we know if Matt Brown's the same? We haven't seen him fight in a year. He's what, 40?
Yeah.
That's not a good style for a 40-year-old.
8 months. 8 months.
Mike on uppers. Yeah. 0. This is the way. Okay, actually, I had a Coca-Cola today. Maybe that's firing me up. Maybe the Coca-Cola is bringing it. For those of you who aren't familiar, I always bring the heat. All right.
That was funny though, Mike on uppers, but I didn't even know if you saw that. I was just gonna bring it up. It's like, you on drugs, Mike? You on drugs? How do you
That's
get?
What I read. Mike on uppers ? That's exactly what I read on the screen.
That's hilarious.
No uppers for me, ladies and gentlemen. Never even tried it. All right. I had a friend once. She used to do Adderall, and I was like, man, I am not touching none of that. You guys keep that shit away from me. I'm a simple guy.
He's a simple man. Keep that shit away from Mike Finch, guys. Don't pollute his soul, man. He's a good man. Let's keep running though. Let's get to this co-main event. It is Joanne Wood versus Alexa Grasso. Now, what's interesting, Mike, one of our earlier shows, I remember we covered Wood. This is showing, but we've been around for a little while now. Wood's fighting a second time, and the money line's talking about it. So I had to note that Grasso is looking pretty good at 125, man. I've been sitting on this one for a bit, and I don't hate a Wood pick or even a Wood bet. older girl, veteran of the game, but I am concerned, man. Grasso is in her prime, and she's just getting better and better and better. What do you think? You have a lean? What's the lean, Mike? What's the
I
Mike Finch
do
lean?
have a lean. I do have a lean, brother. I liked Calderwood, but Joanne Wood has not shown me. It almost looks like either she's leaving her prime, either we're towards the end of her career and she's kind of fallen off, or she would just, I think the last fight was a little short notice. I could be wrong about that, so forgive me, but could have been the last matchup. Either way, I just didn't like what I was seeing from Wood. She needs to be more explosive. She needs to have more snap to her shots. Her strength and conditioning program needs to change up a little bit because she goes out there and spars a little bit. And Alexa Grasso, totally different. Alexa Grasso's punching you in your face with a nice tight fist. It's going to be quick. She's going to be in and out. She is, I got to say, I'm kind of an Alexa Grasso fan. So trying to remove the bias here because I always root for Alexa Grasso, but I just think her hands are going to get it done, man. She's going to move around that cage, outbox Wood for 3 rounds. I like Grasso. Judges scorecards.
Yeah, man. You're right, bro. Like, I want to be, I can't. Something's just pushing me to Grasso, you sick bastard. I've been sitting on it all
No,
weekend.
disagree.
I
Go
told
ahead.
the people this, bro, on Tuesday's show. I said, dude, I'm going to sit down and do a little more film study. So I'll be honest, I was in the gym. I was on the bike, bro. I was getting a little cardio in, and I threw up some more Grasso's fights. I was just watching more. And I was like, damn, bro. And then I put Wood on. And I'm like, I just see Grasso counter striking, landing the better shot. She's quicker on her feet, quicker with her hands. And she has, I think, the upward momentum. And you know what? I'm going to go Alexa Grasso decision, bro. But Wood is not a terrible dog bet, though. Like, if you're looking to attack a dog, you're like, I need dogs. This card is such a spotty one. Wood to win. Let's see what the value is now here later on in the week. Wood is a plus 200 underdog. Grasso is a minus 225 favorite. I think Grasso gets it done by a decision, man. And I mean, minus 275, fight goes distance. Grasso by a decision is minus 120. I like Alexa Grasso, guys. I think I'm going to join the train. Unfortunately, man, I gave this one an extension,
all
bro.
Aboard.
Yeah, dude. Grasso's on a
Grasso
decision,
train.
bro.
Let's get it.
Grasso for the W. We're both going Grasso here, which is not bad, man. Let's see. Let's catch up with the chat. I want to see what this says here. I think Grasso wants because much harder strikes and the volume. Okay. So you think Grasso's kind of should be even wider? Oh shit. Okay. Don't do it, AJ. You told Wood would be your pick. Shame, bro. I had to shift, bro. I'm sorry, man. Shame.
You seen Game of Thrones?
I haven't. I saw the first 4 seasons.
He's got to watch
bro.
Game of Thrones. He'll get the reference.
I got to rewatch it, bro. It's been I only watched the first 4 seasons too, so I'm one of those guys, man. I didn't finish it, dude. I'm still saying Wood is a valuable underdog though, so it's not a bad dog play. Like, I'm not going to hate if you guys like Wood as a dog, but like, come on, man. I can't stick with her, bro. Like, I literally specified this fight with an asterisk. I said, I'm digging deeper on this one after even I did the fucking show earlier on Sunday. And then Tuesday, I said, no, we're getting more. And I'm going Grasso. Officially going Grasso. I might have to drop a tier, bro, but we're going Grasso, dude. She gets it done. Decision. And I don't think she's a terrible pick either. I mean, she should beat the older Wood, but Wood's not a terrible underdog, man. She could be live. She could be, right?
She could be live. I just need to see more evidence. You know, in maybe 2-3 years ago, I think she had a little more speed and a little more confidence in her striking.
She's married now, bro.
Grasso can pop, man. She's got a nice pop on her punches. I just think the athleticism difference is going to come into play here. I think Alexa Grasso is a faster, more explosive athlete, and it's also the type of fight Alexa Grasso thrives in. You know, she likes it when you kind of stand in front of her, go tick for tat with her. I think Alexa Grasso is going to look good.
Yeah, she is, bro. Grasso decision. She's going to take at least 2 rounds, probably all 3. Wood's going to be a step behind, but I do think she's going to survive till the end. I'll say that. I think she's going all 3.
You know, I was trying to figure out, can you guys hear my Alexa, the thing from Amazon? It kept talking to me. I'm like, why is this thing? It's because of Grasso's name. Alexa, I'm not talking to you. Stop.
I did
Thank
not
you.
hear
Sorry
it,
about
bro.
that.
That's
You
pretty
can't hear
funny.
this shit? Okay, good. This is a great
No.
mic then.
It is. That Shure
Ignore.
mic it always comes through, man. It's for sure a good mic, bro. Let's keep running, bro. We got main event action. Me and Mike agreeing in this co-main event. Main event time, Curtis Blaydes, Chris Daukaus. If you guys have not, make sure to smash the like button. Show some love to us here at the Moneyline. Subscribe to me, subscribe to Mike. Link in the description. Check it out after the show. Curtis Blaydes versus Daukaus. Mike, I want you to give us the Mike Finch breakdown here. This is your time, bro. Give it to me, bro. I want to hear your thoughts on this fight.
This is the Mike Finch breakdown. Listen, Daukaus needs a win in this fight. This is an extremely important showcase fight for him. He quit his job to do this. He had a bad outing against Derek Lewis. Now is his opportunity. He needs to let his hands go in this fight because I'll tell you what, Curtis Blaydes is a train, and you better step off the fucking tracks or you are getting run over. Daukaus needs to use that big cage, move to his left, move to his right, make sure he's staying active with the hands, but he has to be even more active with the feet. I don't mean kicks. I mean movement. He cannot stand in front of Curtis Blaydes. If you start standing in front of Curtis, going back and forth with him, that's exactly what he needs to line you up, and he is like a sprinter off the runner's block, man. As soon as Curtis Blaydes changes levels, he's folding you over like a lawn chair, and he's going to rain down elbows on your face, okay? I wrote a rap song when I was a kid. Rain some fucking elbows on your face like Curtis Razor Blades. That's exactly it, man. When the way he knocked out Alistair Overeem, that shit was just disgusting. This guy can finish people. He is not a boring wrestler as people bill him. He at least has the capabilities to be a finisher, and I think he does get the finish in this fight. I think we do see Curtis Blaydes 2.0, a guy who's going to set up his shots unlike he did against Derek Lewis. I've got Curtis Razor Blaydes dropping razor blade elbows down on Chris Daukaus's dome. I think he'll do it third, fourth round as he wears him down, and I think he dominates this one, AJ.
Yeah, bro. I think this is kind of, I don't know, this is a shit matchup for Daukaus, bro. If you're trying to build him up, this ain't the fight to do it. Blaydes, he needs an exciting one, and I don't think it's going to be like exciting early, but I feel like you're going to see Daukaus wear down. Blaydes is going to look to wrestle. I feel like on the feet, Daukaus, I mean, obviously there's a chance he lands a big shot, but what's the likelihood he's knocking Curtis Blaydes out? Let's be honest, bro. Curtis Blaydes is no pushover. He's not an easy fight, man. He's not a glass chin guy. He's been knocked out by Francis, and honestly, bro, he was not unconscious.
Lewis, of course, too. The two biggest power punchers in the sport.
And the first loss to Ngannou, his eye was shut. It was a doctor stoppage. Yes, Derek Lewis put him absolutely out. But I'll tell you this, that was like a once in a millennium type punch, bro. The perfectly timed uppercut as soon as Blaydes ducked low, unconscious. Daukaus don't have that. It's not going to happen. I think Blaydes is going to probably dominate, and I'm thinking stoppage. What round we thinking, Mike? I want to hear yours.
I want to see him open up as soon as he's got him a little tired. So I'm thinking midway through the fight.
Yeah, I like 3-4. That's what I was kind of feeling here. I like,
yeah, my brother.
I like that. I'm glad, bro, because I think this is Curtis's fight. Now, as far as the odds, I mean, it's a wide margin, bro. This is not a close money play by any means. It's minus 350 Blaydes, Daukaus plus 330. It's super wide. But you know what? Curtis Blaydes stylistically deserves that wide of a margin. Now, I want to look at this prop because I talked about it earlier in the week. I want to see what it's sitting at here. Let's see. Blaydes by victory inside rounds 3 or 4 for Curtis Blaydes. If you can find that, you can find it upwards of plus 500. That would be a great play. Like, I think that's a riskier one, but like a Hail Mary prop that I'm feeling like third, fourth round TKO, he's going to get it done on the ground. Now, if he does it in the first or second, would I be shocked? No, Curtis Blaydes is better than he shows a lot of the time. I think Curtis Blaydes is going to turn a new corner, and you're going to get that Overeem level Blaydes, man. Blaydes by knockout right now is plus 105. You're getting plus money on the KO. He's not a terrible play in a parlay. I think him by finish, bro, is likely, and it's going to be ground and pound. He's not subbing you. He's beating the shit out of your face. And unfortunately, man, Daukaus is in the way of a hungry Curtis Blaydes on the way back up to the top. And he's still in the mix. He's still in the mix, bro.
we've thoroughly hyped up Curtis Blades' ability to finish, so it just should be stated just to balance out our opinions. I think the average opinion is Curtis Blades is like a boring wrestler who holds on to you and goes to decisions. I think that this is a showcase fight for him to show, just like he did against Overeem, just like he did in a few fights, man. He looked good against Oleinik. I believe they stopped that fight, right? Yeah. So, I mean, Curtis Blades has finishes on his record. This is his moment to be able to get to top position and just dominate, just wreck, just use his elbows, get him out of there, man. Main event fight for Curtis Blades. And, you know, we were just saying how damn talented, you know, some of these heavyweights are. We just saw a big heavyweight victory last Saturday, right? Curtis Blades is right up there too. Don't sleep on Razor Blades.
Yeah, you can't sleep on him, bro. He's a bad matchup for a lot of heavyweights because he's one of the few guys that like has really good wrestling and ground and pound towards the top. He's going to be a problem still, and you can't count him out because he got knocked out by Derek Lewis on a perfectly timed uppercut, man. I'm going Blades. Now, with Daukaus too, another thing, bro, he usually lately he's lost fat. He's been 235. I'll tell you this. I feel like he comes in 240, 245. For this one, he's got to be a little heavier. I don't think if you come in at 235, Blades is going to have, what, 25 pounds on you? Blades is a 260 guy. He comes in at 260, 261, 258 low end. I feel like Daukaus is going to meet up a little. I think he's thinking, shit, I got to have a little more weight on me here for the grappling situations. Still don't think it's a difference maker. I don't think he's got it for Curtis Blades, man. I think Curtis Blades is going to do damage.
It certainly helps when you sprawl on somebody to be heavier for obvious reasons. When you wrestle, I think weight becomes more of a factor even than in boxing or jiu-jitsu. Like wrestling specifically, weight's a factor. However, he might come in light to kickbox. I think like the best version of Chris Daukaus we could see is a very mobile version where he's exiting right, exiting left, never standing in front of Curtis Blades. You know, Mike Winklejohn, who I've had the pleasure of interviewing, it's on the channel. He talks about looking down the gun, like you're looking down the barrel of a gun and pointing it at somebody. Well, Chris Daukaus should try to stay out of that scope the entire fight. Never let him put those crosshairs on you. I think a light Chris Daukaus might do better with the footwork aspect of this fight. A heavy Chris Daukaus, of course, you got to be ready to wrestle too.
Yeah, facts, bro. Now, I want to ask you this. We also got a question of it at the same time. Daukaus needs to go to light heavyweight. Do you think Daukaus could make 205?
Yeah.
Oh, like, yeah, I feel like it's not a bad idea, bro. If he dropped 20 pounds of fat, even 15, and then just cuts a little more, like, I feel like his style at 205 is really good. Like, he's got good jiu-jitsu, going to be decent with the wrestling defense against most guys, and has really good movement, speed, boxing. I think he can compete with the speed of some of the guys striking. I think if Daukaus loses this fight, I think he needs to really sit down and consider taking that body fat off. I think that might be a better move long-term, bro. I think it could be a problem at 205. Could he not? Like, if he strikes with Glover, could you see him breaking Glover and knocking him out?
Ooh,
I feel like he could. I feel like he could touch him.
I think Glover gets on top of him, my man. But
that
on
could
the
happen,
feet,
though.
absolutely. Glover's got good hands too. On the feet, absolutely. You said something interesting. You said he's fast, so you think he'll do well at 205. Honestly, I think that Fedor effect of being the small heavyweight with fast hands is actually the best mismatch. Generally, you know, the lower you go, the faster they are. It's not news to anybody. So, you know, being at heavyweight, that might be a good spot for his hand speed. You know, I actually think that's one of the better things he has is that he has fast hands in the heavyweight division. That's valuable.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just liking the drop potentially, bro. Right? Yeah. Like I just don't think it's a bad idea, bro. I don't think it's a bad idea. After this one,
and
we'll
you know what? The light heavyweight division is wide open. That's why it also makes sense. Because another thing, AJ, generally as people go down in weight classes, again, this is just my opinion, they're more talented. The lower you go, the closer you get to like 55, 45, 35, which I think are the most talent stacked divisions, the tougher the competition gets. So usually the answer is not to drop a weight class. Again, just my opinion.
Yeah, fair. We'll see what happens, man. I don't know. I just like him matching up against some of those guys, but we'll see what happens. I like Curtis Blades, as does my man Mike Finch. Now, that is the main event, but we are not done just yet. Let's jump to the final section here. Our locks of the night. The Moneyline locks of the night section. Me and Mike will give our lock of the night here for this card. I will try to keep it a little bit on the value side here. I don't want to give you guys, you know, lock of the night minus 400 or whatnot. I'll try to give you something a little bit better. a little bit nicer, right? You'd agree with that, Mike? We try to attack like solid lines for the locks instead of just giving the widest of favorites.
As he says that, here I come with a favorite. I like to give the underdogs. You know, my favorite one I gave you guys, which some of you hated on, was the Bilal Muhammad over Wonder Boy. Those are the ones I'm looking for you guys. I just don't necessarily see it on this card. So I like the favorite Alexa Grasso, and I like the favorite Oscar Askarov. I think you don't go wrong with either of those two. My official lock of the night, let's go ahead and put it on Alexa Grasso. I think she's going to move on her. I think she's going to be able to outstrike her. I think she's going to look good. But Oscar Askarov, a little wider on the odds is the only reason why I'm not. I think that parlayed might be nice. Oscar Askarov and Alexa Grasso.
Is that you asking me to bring up the official line of that, Mike? Because I can do it, my friend.
Exactly what I'm saying. And as I say Grasso's name, here goes my Alexa again talking to me.
You can't even say the name, bro. All right.
I literally cannot. Damn
Let's
it.
see what
I
that's
shut
at.
them off too. She still knows her name.
That's
terrible.
Scary,
don't get
scary.
one. Thumbs down.
Thumbs down, bro. Minus 135 for that Mike Finch, Alexa Grasso, Oscar Askarov parlay. Now, I'm kind of feeling my lock. I have to go towards Slava Claus, bro. I'm going to give it to him. I do think Borshchev is a great one. Another one that I would 100% be down to include would be Askar as well. Look at this, though. Let's say we went Grasso, Askarov, Borshchev, plus 195. That's not a bad play. I also do like Neil Magny as a secondary, plus 305, but that would be to really juice up the odds. I would rather you guys maybe don't play Magny, and then you go towards maybe playing Manon Fiorot, brings you to plus 250. Grasso, Askarov, Borshchev, Manon Fiorot. Mike, what do you think about that play right there?
It's a little sexy. I just feel like the fatter my parlays get, you know, I get nervous, man. The show's called Moneyline because I like single money line bets. That's generally how we bring home the bacon over here at the Finch household.
That's the way, bro.
However, maybe a 2-fight parlay, like I said, would be nice. That's my recommendation. AJ, you go run with your shit, bro. Was that a 4-fight parlay?
That was a riskier. It's a 4-fight. Slava, Grasso, Askarov, Fiorot, plus 254. Plus 255. It's going to be around there depending where you're at, man.
Shout out to Hezbollah. I appreciate that. Shout out to Vegeta. As we said before, my favorite character from Dragon Ball Z. Good to see you here again, Vegeta. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, bro. Let's fucking go Vegeta, bro. I never got into the Dragon Ball thing, unfortunately, man. I know you don't want to hear that, Mike. I know.
I'm a little older than you, AJ. I'm a little older than you, bro. What were you, like a Yu-Gi-Oh kid? Like what?
Nah, bro. None of the above. I was what the hell was I? Was a SpongeBob kid. Give me that SpongeBob, my friend. SpongeBob SquarePants, and I used to watch a lot of Let's Make a Deal on the after school, bro. I don't even remember what channel it was on, bro. I'd watch that all the time.
Got it. Yeah, no, I was deep with Dragon Ball Z. What do we got? Like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars. Yeah, so Dragon Ball Z, Piccolo, right? Krillin, Vegeta, Frieza. I mean, I had like action figures. I was all into it, bro. I was deep.
I missed out, bro. I missed the train, unfortunately, man.
You realize how many MMA fighters started MMA because they were inspired by Dragon Ball Z? I think an unprecedented, people don't quite comprehend how many people wanted to beat the shit out of people because they watched Dragon Ball Z every morning with their bowl of cereal.
That's great. That's great, bro. You know what? Like, it was on rare occasion, though. I mean, Pokemon was on sometimes, bro. I don't know what happened. Was Dragon Ball not on TV when I was growing up? Like, I don't know, bro. I just don't remember seeing much of it.
Brother, again, we're missing each other with the age thing, man. I feel like it was.
Some of my buddies are big on Dragon Ball, though. They grew up on it. They're like, oh, I love Dragon Ball.
Well, fair enough. There it is. It is.
Oh, I'm just missing the train, unfortunately, but I'm not missing the train on the picks, guys. I think we got some solid ones, even though it's like scary card. There's a lot of toss-ups here. Mike, you're feeling pretty good with what you gave to us?
Yeah, I'm feeling good on a couple of those. Like I went over, I always give you guys my honest take on how confident I am. I try to always communicate that really well. So yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them there, and of course my 2 locks there where, yeah, I'm pretty confident. There's plenty, especially in the prelims and especially Barberena and Matt Brown. I'm going to get my popcorn ready and I'm going to enjoy, guys, because those are some cool matchups. I have no idea what 40-year-old Matt Brown in Columbus, Ohio looks like against a banger right across from him. You know, I have no idea what the fight's going to look like, but I do expect some fun fights on Saturday. Guys, keep it locked in right here on Moneyline. And if you guys need some help watching those fights, AJ's got your back. Tune in live. He's going to get a dress shoe. All right. He's going classy for you guys. You got to show some love.
130 likes on the Fight Companion this Saturday, and we're shooing a bad boy down. I'm hoping to hit 2, bro. I'd like to double it up, give you guys the double trouble shoeies. I got the Planet Hollywood shot, which the new thing is the second shoey. I use this as like a measuring cup, and then I, do a little hard liquor shoey, bro. It hits a little different, bro. It's a little rubbery taste alongside with that liquor burn, bro. I like the combination. I'm a sick man. I like the combination.
Man. All right. I got to start. Maybe I got to send you some alcohol. Like, I got to start helping you out with these shoeies because a shoe is never touching my lips, brother. No,
it's all good.
Wait.
Save it for me, bro. It's my signature, bro. It's my signature. Get me with the shoe is going to be a shirt, bro. We'll sell it one day.
We'll sell it one day. I like that. I like that. Just a picture of you with the beer just spilling down. That'll be perfect.
Yeah, it puts hair on the chest,
merch.
as Billy says. That's great. Now, guys, I do want to say, make sure to smash the like button here if you have not yet. And then make sure to subscribe too. Keep it locked in. Post notifications on. And then also, share the video as well if you think somebody you know might like our content. Now, Mike, let them know. Where can we find Mike Finch?
Mike Finch MMA and Mike Finch Show across all social media platforms. I'm going to do an AJ McKee versus Pitbull breakdown. That one's going to be coming out soon. I'm going to be talking about this new fight, MVP versus Storley. Super badass fight. They announced Bellator in Dublin, Ireland coming up. They announced a couple different matchups, a couple different cards. I'm going to dive into them. Mike Finch Show on YouTube. Subscribe, and I appreciate it, guys. Thank you always so much for tuning in. You guys enjoy these fights, and just because I'm seeing the comment right here, I'm seeing Brendan Cherry, which were Mike confident in, missed the first bit. I like Slava Claus, love Alexa Grasso, love, of course, main event. I really think Curtis Blades is about to just be a train that's going to be running bodies over on these lower, 5 of the heavyweight division. I think until you get to the top 5, Curtis Blades is just going to truck over these guys. And then, of course, I like Oscar Oskarov. I think he's going to look good. There you go. Got your back, Brendan.
Good stuff. I like it, Mike. I like it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed another episode of The Money Line. Be sure to subscribe to Mike. Link in the description to his channel, so check my guy out.
Appreciate that.
Thank you all so much, man. Constant support. We're growing on the daily, or I guess on the weekly technically, but we're doing big things here at MMA Experts. So keep it locked in. Content coming tomorrow. I'll have the weigh-in recap show up. I hope you guys enjoyed another episode of The Money Line. Peace, guys, and we will see you all in the next one.